Let's take an early look here and go through all of the content we're getting for Modern Warfare 2's Season 4 update, from a new multiplayer maps to Spec Ops missions to the new Warzone Vondel map and how big of a release that's going to be, weapons here, mid-season events, and much more. Be sure to subscribe for more COD update videos like this. But first up here, some general information. Season 4 is releasing on Wednesday, June 14th at these times up on screen. Again, let me know down below if you want to add other time zones for the future here, but pretty standard stuff overall. And as we normally see with these updates here, sometimes they release an hour early, 2 hours early, or even 12 hours early. Now, again, for the past couple updates, it's been pretty standard. We had a pretty general release for Season 3, Season 3 Reloaded, so I'm expecting these times to be the exact times, but you never know. They may want to release it early for whatever reason. In the past as well, we would always get a solid day or two to preload the update early, so when it releases, we have it ready on our consoles, on our PC to play it immediately. Past couple updates, we have not seen that whatsoever. Sometimes PlayStation gets it 12 hours early, but even that is not a guarantee. So again, I'll be sure to update you guys early next week on what the situation is with preloads there. As a PC player, I definitely want to see preloading return because it takes me forever to download these updates, and I want to play exactly when it goes live for my stream and just in general to record gameplay and just to play the update, and it takes so long to download these updates here. So hopefully it returns. I get they don't do it because potentially a lot of stuff leaks out early and they don't want that to happen, but I think doing the preload at least 12 hours early is not a big deal. And you know what? If you're able to access some content early, like with Season 1, you were able to play Shoot House early, 12 hours early, is that a big deal? I don't really think so. So let me know down below your opinions on preloading here. Now for an overview of what we're getting for this update. This was leaked out a couple weeks ago, a whole plan and schedule of the rest of the content we're getting for Modern Warfare 2's DLC seasons here. So for Season 4, we're expecting to get 2 new operators, 1 licensed operator, 3 new weapons in total, 2 core 6v6 maps, 2 battle maps, and 4 gunfight maps, 1 Spec Ops mission, 1 raid mission, which is pretty standard, of course, 1 small map, again, that's Vondel, a tier 1 event, another mid-season event there, a battle pass, of course, another mini event potentially, and 70 bundles, which, again, pretty standard stuff overall. Now, I do want to mention as well, we did have leaks about an in-game Warzone event to reveal Call of Duty 2023 at some point during August, and Season 4 should be ending around August time, the beginning to middle of August. I wonder if that event is going to be right at the end of Season 4, and it brings us into Season 5, or if it will be a part of the Season 5 marketing. We're not going to get that reveal or information on that until probably July, but I do want to mention there that could be a part of the ending of Season 4, which could be pretty cool overall. But now for some more stuff here, let's go through the multiplayer side of things first, because that's the part of the game that I wish got more content, and we are getting a little more content here. We actually have a good idea as to what we're getting for this update. So again, we talked about Modern Warfare 2 devs tease final multiplayer maps leaning into competitive play. Let's run through some stuff here and a bunch of the leaked maps that came out. So while nothing too specific was revealed in the conversation, they teased what fans can look forward to with what will seemingly be the final batch of MW2 content later this year. Specifically, ranked grinders and CDL fans alike should be especially keen to see what's on the horizon. As a fun side note, I'll probably get in trouble for this, but the last 3 maps of this year, we've kind of leaned into maps I think would play that style pretty well. Again, more of a competitive look here. That is super cool. These could all be brand new designs, or we could see more classics making a return to cap off the MW2 cycle. Anything is possible, but it appears IW is planning to cater to the competitive crowd with this particular set of maps later on in 2023. And a side note as well, we also got a leak that we're getting at least 1 more classic remastered map returning as well. So for Season 4 here, 2 6v6 maps. Very likely that one of those is a remake and the other one is just a new map. Now, we talked a lot about Vondel, and I'm going to talk about Vondel, the new Warzone map, later on in this video. We'll take a preview of it, an early look at it, all leaked images, a bunch of stuff there. Timestamps are down below if you just want to skip to that. But for the map here, I could see a small part of Vondel being added as a 6v6 location. Definitely very possible, and I wouldn't be mad at that because Vondel is a completely new map and experience. It would still be fun to play if the layout is solid. If it's a solid layout, a solid POI, why not bring it into 6v6? And if it's more competitive as well, it'll more likely be more of a 3-lane traditional style of MP map, which I tend to prefer, so I'm down with that. Now for the remake here, in the thumbnail I have Terminal, or one of those classic MW2 maps. I'm not so sure just yet, but I think Terminal would be an absolute solid one. It's a map we actually haven't seen remade too much. It was obviously an MW2, remade or just brought back in MW3, and then it was fully remade with a space theme. It was a space station in Infinite Warfare, and pretty much that's it. We haven't really seen Terminal much else anywhere. I mean, I guess besides for Al-Mazrah now, the new Warzone map, it's not really here. So I think Terminal could be a solid map to bring into the game. A part of it is already in Al-Mazrah, so that probably makes it a bit easier for them to bring to the game. And I feel like Terminal, again, really classic map, solid layout. I don't think it's the most competitive map in terms of the layout, but it is a lot better than a lot of the maps we've seen from MW19 to Vanguard to MW2 this year. So I feel like a lot of more competitive ranked play or just fans of those style of maps would prefer to have Terminal than, again, I always bring this example up, El Asilo. That's just my take there, but let me know down below what other classic map you would want them to return that is more of a competitive style map, because a lot of the old MW2 maps, like, for example, Wasteland, that is definitely not a competitive map, and it seems like IW is bringing us more competitive traditional style maps here. So let me know down below what map that fits that category from a previous game, from MW2 most likely, but maybe MW3 as well. Do you want to see remade in MW2 right now? But for some more stuff here, we do have leaks about what we're getting already for maps overall. Before I run through all this stuff here, we do have a quick word from the sponsor of today's video. Injured and don't know where to start with Morgan & Morgan? It's so easy. They're a modernized law firm that makes dealing with injuries or accidents super easy and stress-free. Submitting a claim is very simple. With Morgan & Morgan, you could submit a claim without ever having to leave your couch. It's all done on your phone. In 8 clicks or less, you could submit a claim to Morgan & Morgan. You could submit case details, sign contracts, upload documents, and even contact your attorney all from your phone. Getting into an accident can be a pain, literally, but hiring an attorney should be one of the first things you do. If you're ever injured in an accident, you could check out Morgan & Morgan. You could submit a claim in 8 clicks or less without having to leave your couch. For more information, go to forthepeople.com or dial #law. That's #529 from your cell phone. So here are all the maps we had in the files of the game. Of course, a lot of these are in the game already, but a lot haven't still released yet. And it gives us a good idea as to what we could get here for Season 4. So we have Action Park, Agent Perf, Bit Farm, Bounty, Afghan Ground War, Cruise, Crypto, DM Dev, probably not an actual map there, Dogtown Ground War, Exum Ground War, Firing Range, Fishtown, Float Bay area, which is actually a part of Vondel, and Floating Bay as well. So we had that. That's actually really funny. We had that leak for a very long time now, and now we know that is Vondel, which is really cool. Forsaken Ground War, Fort Ground War, Gulag Caves, Lifts, Alley, Narcos Ground War, Observatory, Observe Ground War, PP Ground War, interesting name, Regional Ground War, Ridge, and finally here we have Ridgecrest, Sierra 2, Tenant, Tokyo, and War Torn. So a lot of cool maps there overall. Obviously, again, a lot have returned, a lot are still not in the game. Afghan is there as a 6v6 map. Where is that map? I mean, they gotta add that. Floating Bay as well. That is Vondel, and it's going to most likely be a ground war map, but hopefully it also is referring to a 6v6 map as well, because again, as I said, if the POI or any POI on Vondel fits for 6v6, why not add it into the game? I'm definitely down with that. Now, of course, I talked about this before. Tokyo is there. Obviously, it would have been so good to have Tokyo as a new 6v6 MP map, a part of the, semi-Japanese themed Season 2. That makes a lot of sense. We talked about Tokyo being such a cool area to have an MP map, whether it's in the city, in the mountains, the countryside, wherever it is. I mean, the whole country of Japan has a lot of cool geography, so having that as an MP map would have been sick. Obviously, they could still have Tokyo as a new map, and it's outside of the Japanese season. Wouldn't make a lot of sense, but they could still do it. I would be down with that for sure, but we'll see what we get here very, very soon. But it's going to be one of those maps, obviously, we just went through. And also here, again, we're getting 4 gunfight maps, potentially. We got a couple last season, gonna get some more now. Black Site, Boneyard, Exhibit, Lounge, Mercado, Subway, Theater, Torn, Trauma. We don't have all the maps here, of course. We're gonna get a couple more after, but we don't have Subway, Theater, Torn, Trauma, so we're gonna get some of those there. And these are just code names as well, although a lot of these are actually the names here of the maps we have right now, but not exactly. So we'll see what the file names are very soon, but it's probably gonna be in a Subway, Theater, Torn. I don't know what Torn is, in Trauma. Let me know down below your opinions on that, but those are the gunfight maps we are getting for Season 4. And for weapons here, we have a couple of leaks about this. We're getting 2 new melee weapons, an axe and a buzzsaw, which is super, super cool. We saw one of those in the raid episode 3, the buzzsaw there, which was really sick overall. So new melee weapons are always cool there. We're also getting pretty much the Bruin LMG returning. It's going to be called the Serval LMG. A bunch of leaks and attachments found in the files for this weapon here. So that should be one of the main weapons we get at the launch of Season 4, which is exciting overall. Let me know down below any other weapons you want to see in future updates. I mean, we're running out of updates here for MW2. We have Season 4, Season 5, and that's it. So there's not many chances to get new weapons here. A lot of the new weapons they may want to add from especially past games will probably just be added in MW3. That's a whole nother discussion for a different video. But let me know down below what you would still want to see. Maybe there's a chance they give us some crazy stuff for Season 5. Who knows for sure. And again, to round off Modern Warfare 2, we have a new Spec Ops mission and a new Raid Episode 4, which is pretty exciting overall. I'm not going to go through all of the story stuff right now, and we'll talk more about that when we get closer, because that's going to be more around the Season 4 Reloaded update. So we still got over a month until that happens, but always pretty exciting stuff to see in the game. Now, for the Warzone side of things here, of course, we're getting a new resurgence map for Warzone called Vondel. I put some gameplay up on screen of the Amsterdam campaign mission from MW2. That is where the map takes place. It's going to be very similar to that campaign mission. I'll put images up on screen as well of some early looks, some leaked images here. Again, floating bay, to confirm again, is Vondel. Very cool stuff overall. We're getting a Vondel day and night cycle as well. It could be separate modes or it could be on the same map. Not so sure about that, but that's still super, super cool. Of course, again, Vondel in MP, as we talked about, that's going to be very exciting. Hopefully it's 6v6 and ground war and not just ground war, so we'll see that very soon there. And let's go through again some more stuff. Vondel map points of interest here. We have Aquarium, City Hall, Fire Station, New East Stadsport, Old Museum, Floating House, University, New Museum, Police Station, Stadium, Cruise Terminal, and Train Station. So very cool stuff overall. I do want to mention actually as well, Floating House is a map POI, and it's also a leaked MP map, as we talked about before. So it seems like Floating House will be that POI that is brought over into MP, which is pretty cool there. We'll talk more about that later on once we get more information on what Vondel looks like there. But Vondel, man, could be a really solid map. I know Ashika just came out, but Vondel may bring some new life into Warzone. The main thing here is it has to be a fun map to play on. I think Ashika launched at a pretty bad time where people were not enjoying Warzone. A lot of changes still needed to be made. I think Warzone is in a much better state. Still not where it was back with Warzone 1. I think still a lot of people prefer just Warzone 1 mechanics, gameplay, and all that stuff. But I think with Warzone Ranked now, and a lot of the new features brought into Warzone 2, it's going to be a little more fun to play. Of course, Vondel is also going to be in DMZ, which is very, very exciting there. Can't wait to see all the new missions. There's some new DMZ bosses as well. I'll put them up on screen. We have the driver and the jailer. That's going to be so cool. Don't know how we're going to access them, what we're going to get, and all the other DMZ Easter eggs. We don't know all of that just yet, but the driver, the jailer will be a part of that new map, new update, which is super cool. Again, I think DMZ is definitely leading the charge here with Warzone, but Warzone, in terms of the base BR mode, is kind of coming back a little bit, which is good to see overall. I just want to see all parts of the game succeed, although I am more of an MP type of guy, I'm not going to lie. DMZ and MP, probably my top 2 favorite modes right now, but, you know, that's besides the point here. So, Vondel, very excited for that. We're going to get some full reveals very soon, but for some more stuff here, just on the game overall, again, we have operators being added here, 2 returning, Keto and Hadir from Modern Warfare 2019. Very interesting stuff here overall. Gonna be cool to see how they're implemented, brought into the game, but solid operators to see overall. Definitely not mad at that whatsoever. And of course, we are getting one licensed operator in this game, which is some type of other movie character or from a TV show or from a video game. Not so sure exactly what that's going to be. Of course, we always talk about John Wick, or everyone talks about John Wick and other characters like these. I mean, that would be so sick. I would rather them bring them into the game, though, as a bigger event, kind of like Fortnite does. I don't want this game to be like Fortnite, but have it be a huge big deal instead of just an operator in a store bundle, and that's it. It's kind of like anticlimactic to hype up this thing, and it's just a store bundle that you buy. Like having an in-game event where there's a lot of stuff to do, there's a big map change, there's something happening in-game. That's a lot more exciting, and at least it would entice you to buy the bundle a bit more than you were, like, just looking at it in the store. I don't know. Let me know down below if you want to see some more stuff. If they're going to have a payable bundle, a $20 bundle, at least have a huge event tied with it. You know what I mean? So let me know down below your opinions on that. But overall, that's it here for this update. Season 4 seems to be a pretty solid update. Again, we'll get the full reveal very soon. We should be getting some type of trailer reveal this Wednesday, which is a week before the update comes out. We always get a gameplay trailer a week before the update comes out. So very standard stuff there. I'll be streaming on this channel, getting ready for that reveal. Now, we also may get another bigger reveal, or it may just be on Thursday, because this Thursday is the Summer Games Fest, and in the intro trailer to tease this event, we had a clip of Modern Warfare 2 pretty much saying that, you know, MW2 or Call of Duty will be a part of that. Now, people talked about maybe an MW3 reveal or teaser being this Thursday. I doubt that's going to happen. It is early enough. I mean, we're at June already, so usually we would already see a new Call of Duty tease, but this time around it's a bit different. I don't think we're going to see any teasers until July, August, but it makes more sense to have, you know, Season 4 marketing or a cutscene or some type of cinematic for this update or a gameplay trailer. So we'll be streaming Wednesday for that, and then Thursday for the Summer Games Fest as well, which will be at 3 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be streaming on this YouTube channel, so stay tuned for that. But overall, that's it for this video. Be sure to subscribe for more Season 4 MW2 update videos like this and other update videos in the future, of course, for Call of Duty. Join the Discord down below to play with me. Enter in giveaways there as well. Kick down below for live streams. And that's it here for this video. Subscribe for more. Shout out to YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.